It actually smells so good already. Everybody says that making matcha is so therapeutic, but I wish somebody looked at me like I'm looking at this matcha right now. I love romanticizing my mornings and just taking it slow throughout the day. And I absolutely hate rushing. I hate fast life. But unfortunately, in the last couple of years, my life has become so hectic and I'm always rushing every single minute of my life. So days like these feel like such a blessing. Most of the days I have something or the other urgent work waiting for me, waiting for my attention. Um, Even right now, I do have a bunch of urgent stuff to tend to, but I can at least put it off for later, put it off for maybe like late evening, and just enjoy during the day, because I'm not a night person at all. I don't like going out at night. I just don't like getting out of my bed after like 8 or 9 p.m. It's just very inconvenient for me, even if there is some event happening or like, anything at all, even if my husband tells me that we should go for dinner. So anything that I have to do in the morning. If I have to, go bask in the sun, if I have to go out for a walk, or if I have to go out for coffee or lunch, dinners are not my thing. I love lunches. I love breakfasts. I love, love, love breakfasts. On that note, today I am actually making a vegan French toast. This is something that I used to have so regularly, and then when you start like binging on something, you start hating it after a while. That happened, but today I was just craving something super warm and nice, so I thought, let's make today's breakfast dramatic, even though it's a weekday. But I don't think you need a reason for a nice warm breakfast treat. So I'm actually just gonna make it while chatting with you guys. We deserve beautiful breakfasts even when nobody's watching. And you know what I did since morning? I just baked, not basked, baked in the sun the entire fucking day. The entire day, I just, washed my face, brushed my teeth, took a shower, just got ready, put on some nice clothes. This what I'm wearing, and just sat outside and did nothing. And I had my partner with me. We were having our morning tea. We usually just, boil some herbs in the morning and make something different every single day. It's usually actually lemon with pepper, black pepper, and a little bit of rock salt. But today we had ginger water with lemon. And we were just sitting outside, just baking in the sun, and just enjoyed our little ginger lemon tea. I don't know if you can call it tea because I didn't use tea, but you know what I mean. I am actually so bad at multitasking. I don't even know where to start from. I'm just completely blanked out. But I think I'm just going to start with pouring some milk. I really want to record everything side by side on my phone so that I can also post this recipe on my Instagram. But I am so bad at multitasking, guys. So I can't even talk to you guys while making breakfast. I'm getting so confused. So I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm at least going to try. So brace yourself for the chaos. So I'm putting oat milk, but usually I just use any milk that's available. Coconut milk usually tastes better because it has that sweet flavor of its own. But I don't have coconut milk today, so I'm going to use this. And I don't even measure anything, guys. I just leave it on the universe. So a little bit of milk, a little bit of cinnamon, baking powder, cornstarch, and now I'm going to add some brown sugar. I think one heaped teaspoons should be enough. And ground flax seeds. This is actually a vegan alternate to eggs. So remember, guys, you can almost always replace eggs with ground flax seeds. Vanilla essence. And now I'm just going to whisk everything together just to make sure that it's properly mixed. You know, it actually smells so good already. I'm just going to heat up this coconut oil. And I'm going to dip the bread in the mixture that we made earlier. And just put it on the stove. So I'm cooking them in coconut oil. I'm adding some sugar and cinnamon just for a little more flavor. I'm telling you, this is so good. You definitely have to try it out. Guys, this is my favorite time of the day. I usually do either coffee or matcha at this time, but today I was in the mood for matcha because I don't know, coffee gives me chaotic energy, matcha gives me calm energy, if that makes sense to anyone. I like it a little stronger than most people would. You know, everybody says that making matcha is so therapeutic, but I feel the same for coffee because, you know, in my last vlog also I talked about the same. Until and unless you don't work hard on your coffee, matcha, or even food, I think it doesn't taste that good. I don't know if it's psychological or what, but like imagine you just had to push a button to get matcha. Like it won't be fun anymore, I feel. So this matcha that I am using is from this new brand. They haven't launched yet, but they were my clients. And so I got this special preview, a pre-launch special. So I'm making iced matcha today. So I'm making iced matcha. So I already have this glass with ice because I'm making iced matcha. Just a little bit of oat milk. And you know what? I'm actually gonna froth this as well. And now just look at this. Look how beautiful. This is actually so funny because I'm actually having this in a Jack Daniels glass. It's a whiskey glass and it's my husband's. Isn't it so beautiful? I wish somebody looked at me like I'm looking at this matcha right now. I love it. I would sometimes put a sweetener, but I try to skip as much as I can. The sweetener that I use is actually a vanilla syrup, and it adds a really nice flavor actually. So I'm gonna pack for Padel after this. I've never been a sports girl, but here we are. I wouldn't say never actually. I used to play, not play, but I used to swim. Also participated in tournaments. I also was briefly into tennis and roller skating as well. So I have been a sports girl actually when I'm thinking about it now. But paddle just happened very randomly, and I think I really like it. So we are in our athletic era casually. I hate doing things that I'm bad at, but I think I'm doing pretty good at paddle for like somebody who's just beginning and somebody who doesn't move at all. I mean, I rarely do any form of physical exercise and I'm not proud of it, but at least I started now. I figured out that future me deserves better decisions. So, which is why I said yes to paddle. I actually used to think that fitness is supposed to look a certain way. And all my life, all my teenage life and like post teenage life, I was just trying to get into gyms. And so many times I have paid the membership for my gyms and I've never gone for more than, let's say 14, 15 days. And honestly, that's also like an overstatement. I have hated going to gyms and I felt like, I could never be fit. I could never, like, I started dance as well. Dance is something that I really enjoy. But when I joined a class, I felt like, no, this is not something that I'm enjoying like in a class. I enjoy dancing when it's at home and when I'm doing it casually. But whenever, like, if it feels like a task, I am done. But paddle, on the other hand, I think this is my kind of fitness. I love it because I love some, I just love to be competitive. So I think that's what I'm really liking about paddle. It's keeping me going. So for everybody out there, if you're somebody who's struggling with fitness, I'm pretty sure you have something for yourself. You just have to go find it, and that's all. So that was my very normal day in my very normal life. Nothing wrong.